Morning, everybody, and Gemini, and welcome to your reading, guys. This reading will be with you from the 28th of May until the third week of June 2021. Okay, now remember, energies are interchangeable, time is fluid. Whatever resonates with you, this is a general reading. Please take the message from in here. Okay. Now we hit off right into your Akashic, guys. Now, for you, Gemini, what I'm getting is the Four of Roses or the views of the ego, right? So, what it is telling me, guys, is that you know that there is somebody in your life, a person, a situation, whatever that is, um, in love, in friendship, in family, in business, anywhere, right? In any circumstance, who could be very thoughtless and selfish in their own way. And you know that, right? Whoever that person is, this person is very self absorbed, makes their plans only in terms of how it can affect him or her. Now, for you, Gemini, what I feel is that you may have lingered too long in that situation, repeatedly giving this person what you have to give, even though you haven't received back anything or much in return, right? You have kind of tolerated this kind of an attitude, a behavior where they could have been very dismissive, right? Or you might have felt, or you had hoped that things would get better for you. Or for some, you were afraid to leave that situation, even though you have known for a long time that that situation or that energy of whoever it is in your life is not working for you, right? So, what they're telling you, guys, is that be aware that this person is unlikely to change. And if you're delaying this part of the story, you're basically delaying the inevitable. So they're asking you to take a very honest look at yourself and see if you want to still stay in that relationship that possibly can affect your future. It can. Okay, so your Akashic is kind of telling you that you have been very patient, Gemini, with possibly a circumstance, a situation in your life. Like I said, because the reason being, guys, that the bottom of the deck, I'm going to move into the bottom of the deck, guys. You are the Queen of Roses. See, right? If this is your energy, guys, this is a beautiful, it's a feminine energy for sure. But this is a beautiful energy of a loving person, a person who wants a loving connection, a relationship with someone you probably wanted to deepen and wanting more meaningful, kind of situation. But they're telling you if this situation is not working for you, Gemini, the one that I described, to be open. Be open to other connections. Could be romantic, could be a business connection from a friend, a family member, co-worker who could be very helpful and valuable in your assistance to your part of the story at this point, right? So be open because some of you guys could be stepping into the role or wanting to step into the role of a wife, a mother, and it's that energy, that time to give birth to something that you truly want, where you want to feel very happy. You don't want to stay in that situation, which is not really bringing you any happiness in your life, is what I'm getting more so, Gemini, right? So basically, it also could be that some of you guys, like I said, could be indecisive right now. You are not sure if you can leave that situation, even though it's not probably working for you, right? But at the same time, you're kind of skeptical about the whole situation. So they are saying, Gemini, that you are very loving, man or a woman. Doesn't matter, guys. You are very, very loving. You want to bring happiness. You want to give birth to something in your life where you have all happiness. You know, you are filled with all kinds of loving elements in your life, right? And you want to create that. This is a very creative period for you. You want to take action in creative project, in could be work related endeavors, more time, more attention to get more result out of it, or getting rewards later on. So, a lot of joy, lot of optimism. You're always planting your energy into the Akashic record towards your goal, right? It's you're looking for long-term happiness, guys. And you're going to do all that it takes for you to do, Gemini, in order to reach your goal. Basically, that's what they're telling you. But at the same time, like I said, this situation is something that is kind of lingering in your life, Gemini. You're not being able to decide because you're dealing with somebody who could be very narcissist, who could be very selfish, brutally selfish. They only plan for themselves. They are not looking into your life. They're not thinking about you, basically. All they're thinking about is what they want, what they get out of you. Excuse me. What they can force out of your life energetically, right, Gemini? So that is where they are telling you, guys, that you will have to take a decision because you are a very loving person, man or a woman, doesn't matter. And you definitely, you want to create this happiness for your long-term prospect. You want to bring a lot of love. Some of you could be planning to get married. Some of you could be planning to get pregnant, becoming a mother, where you want to be rewarded for your hard work, for all that you have been doing throughout your period in life, where you definitely want, to put in a lot of work towards your actions that will yield you back your result at a later date, right? So this is where the situation is, Gemini, because what I'm getting out of this situation is that you're finding it difficult to make a movement or to take a decision because okay, that something is not really right for you. But again, like I said, it could be fear, it could be insecurity, it could be lack of courage, where you feel that you're not being able to take a stand against the situation or this person in your life, right? So that is where they are telling you, guys, that you have to seriously reconsider your options in your life in the right way. Very important. Now, your fortune over here is 3 cards. You've got challenges. Take time out from problems or conflicts, or approach softly to avoid making matters worse. Okay? So you have to deal with this situation. Manifestation. A bountiful time awaits you. Your wishes could manifest right before your eyes, but you have to, for this manifestation to happen, Gemini, you have to work on your challenge in here, as it is told to you. Okay? And the 3rd card out says change. A change of residence, partner, career, job is on the cards. You're restless and in need of a change, and that is exactly what is coming your way. So whatever is coming your way, Gemini, whatever that change is coming your way, you are the person who will have to act on it because you know better, right? You know better what you want for yourself. Now, if you give in to this situation, that is completely your decision, right? But if you tell yourself that I don't want to, I want a better life, I want to change, I want to manifest my own happiness, you have to work for it. You really have to work for it. The bottom of your fortune deck is talking about a reflection. Friendship in your life may come to an end. Others could blossom and become stronger. So what they are basically saying, guys, that you have to delete something from your life in order to bring something back to in your life, right? But if you don't delete that problem, if you don't cut off that problem, you will definitely not be able to make a move or take a decision, because clearly, guys, you want to leave this decision. You want to leave the situation because there is a lot of deceit, dishonesty. You are looking for victory in this situation. You know somebody is snatching away your energy. Somebody is not letting you move forward. Somebody is stopping you because they are holding you back, right? They are holding you back from your victory, guys, when you definitely want to move away from that energy. You truly want to move away to your happiness, right? You want to excuse me, you want to feel happy, you want to be energetically happy, you want to be free, you want to enjoy every part of your life, your story, but you are kind of feeling stuck in this energy. You're not being able to move, right? So this is where your decision comes in, because they're talking about a cyclical change in your life, right? They want you to go for a cyclical change, which is happening irrespective of whether you want it or not. That cyclical change is in the way. It's what I'm getting, because this yin and yang energy is a very, very powerful energy of your life, right? So they are talking about a cyclical change with your intimacy and creativity. What you want in your life, what you want to nurture now, what you're looking at, what kind of stability, are you looking at for yourself with this kind of a cyclical change, right? Where sometimes you could be very passive, sometimes you could be very active, sometimes you could be very intuitive, and sometimes you could be very logical. This is a cycle. It represents energetic life cycle, right? So you are definitely going through this cycle of change. It's a time for a period of receptivity in your life, right? Like when most of the action seems to be happening under the surface of things. There are a lot of things happening under the surface, not on the surface. So it's especially good time for completion of whatever you're thinking of, to wrap up things, but you are going through that period of this little up and down in your life, where sometimes you are very active, sometimes you are very passive, sometimes very, very intuitive, and sometimes very, very logical, right? With your creative desire in your life. So you are going through this period of change. I would say that, Gemini, you're going through that period of change in your life, because somewhere, that's why they're saying, choose wisely whatever you're doing. Your crown chakra will be very active at this point in time, Gemini. So you have to be very, very cognizant about the decisions and choices in life that you make towards your movement and choices, again with your sacral chakra, right? What you want, your intimacy, your creativity, whatever that story is, when you have to let go of the bad emotions, because your heart chakra is in the reverse, which is talking about a block in your heart, where you have to move forward in order to clear this. You definitely have to clear your heart chakra, guys, because your heart is not open. So there is a lot of pain that is going on in your life, Gemini, where you have to use your crown chakra. You have to use your logical part of your self in the right way to make the right wise decision towards movement and changes in your life. And yeah, there is a lot of challenges, guys. Gemini, you do have a lot of challenges in here that is going on at this point in time, right? So that is why they're saying that you have to proceed softly towards a new adventure in your life, because you want to make a difference, you want to fly free, right? And you have to be very cognizant about hearing messages from your spirit world, because you will receive a lot of messages that will allow you to free yourself, right? To make a difference in your own self as well. But you have to, whatever messages you receive, to go forward, to move forward, you have to proceed very, very softly, Gemini. Because, like I said, you're dealing with something that is very, very challenging in your life, is more so what I'm getting. Because the first card out is card number 8, or indecision. You're moving through a period of indecision right now. You're still not very focused, or not, I wouldn't say the word is focused. I would say you're focused, but I would say that you're not very sure if you can make things happen. That's what I'm getting, right? You're not very sure, so you're at a crossroad. And this card number 8 is talking about indecision of your own self. It's your karma. 8 is always about karma, right? What you want for yourself, what you want to do moving forward. Because clearly there has been a tower moment of something in your life, of some kind of 7 of sword energy with the tower, that's telling me that you have realized a lot of things all of a sudden, right? All of a sudden you had epiphany about this situation here, is more so what I'm getting, Gemini. All of a sudden you had epiphany, and a realization about what you have been doing for a very long time. So what it is when that realization or that epiphany hits you, you kind of wake up, you just kind of wake up and you're like, what the hell, right? Why didn't I see this before? What was I even thinking? Why was I even sitting in that place? Right? Why was I even there in the first place for so long, giving and giving to a situation which was not making me happy? Because I knew at the end of the day, all that I'm doing is giving and not getting back anything. So that epiphany, that realization has kind of hit you, or will hit you all of a sudden. When they're saying patience and planning, it's that 7 of wand energy kind of a situation where you have to be really patient, because even if that epiphany hits you, Gemini, you will not be able to just pick up your bags or your clothes or whatever and run. You can't do that. So you have to be very, very patient in your movement and planning. As soon as you're hit with that epiphany, there will be a energetic pull in your life, Gemini, where all of a sudden you will discover the truth. It's like you becoming naked in front of a situation. Like you can see the naked truth. You like, even you feel kind of completely naked in front of that naked truth, because for a very long time you have been either numbing that situation, or you have been disregarding that situation, or you have been kind of, you're kind of like, oh, I don't want to see that. Because somewhere subconsciously you have known that situation does exist, but you have been kind of numbing that situation. More so is what I'm getting. Where universe is like, you can't do that. You can keep numbing that situation. That epiphany is coming to you, where you will wake up all of a sudden and you will be like, why the hell have I not been able to take this decision? Right? Why have I been suffering from this part of this indecision for so long? I should have packed and left a long time back. That's the kind of energy. So that hits you all of a sudden, but again, they're telling you it's okay. It will come to you. It will hit you, where all of a sudden you will face that, period of manifestation. You want to change situations in your life. You want to change, but there are challenges. So you have to be very patient with regards to your understanding and whatever that you are trying to now work yourself into moving forward, right? And that's where they are telling you guys, cultivating prosperity. You can cultivate a lot of prosperity. You have that scope, right? You have that scope to bring back the abundance, will pour back into your life, as soon as you can start working on your story, right? To plant in the new seeds, to plant in the new harvest, but for which you have to be very, very strong, Gemini. You have to be very strong, very noble, and very, very brave in your path in your life. To not let anybody stand in your way, basically, is what I'm getting. To not let anybody stand in your way to say, oh, you can do that, you are not supposed to do that, you can go from here, I'm going to stop. Because remember, I said somebody's stopping you from your victory right here. Somebody's stopping you because that person or that energy is very deceitful and they don't want you to move forward, right? So, in order to fight that energy, Gemini, you have to be very strong in order to start something very, very brand new in your life. You have to develop that passion for your strength and have that courage to say no to something that doesn't suit you in your life, basically. Right? When you have that flag right in your hand, you're like, I'm the victorious one. Don't come in your way. I'm sorry, don't come in my way. Right? So that is the kind of energy that is telling me that you have to build up your base chakra, right? To come to this point, you have to have a very, very strong base chakra in your life where you feel that energetic pull in yourself where you are like, nobody can really push me down. Nobody can pull me down. If I don't want something, I'm not going for it. Finished, finito. That's it. If I want something, whatever I want to buy a new home, I want to move to a new place, I want to start a new business, I want to work in a new project, I want to relocate myself, I want to whatever that story could be. I want to get into a new relationship, I want to get into a new family situation for some of you. Whatever that seeds that you want to cultivate now, Gemini, will have to be on your shoulder. You will have to be the man or the woman of strength in here. You have to be very, very firm, very, very solid about yourself in here. You have to take the bull by the horn. That's what I'm trying to tell you here. Because there will be people, there will be possibilities of people coming in your way and telling you, you can't do it. Or you shouldn't be doing it. That's what it is, right? Please talk to me about the indecision here. So that is where the Tower moment, because you have been suffering from this indecision for a very long time, guys. Very, very long time, where you want to be free, you want to be single, you want to look after yourself, lot of, self-care as well, where it's a feminine energy of the Queen of Pentacles, but it could be masculine, it could be feminine. A person who has everything in their life, right? A person who could be single. They don't want, right now, they can be single, right? And that is the decision you have to make. Whether you want to move towards your happiness, when you have your money, you have your business, you are more than capable of functioning both at home and outside, right? You have a lot of peace. You have built your pentacle. This is the pentacle you're holding in your hand, and you're wearing a beautiful green colored robe, right? That talks about a lot of balance and harmony in your life as well, right? So with a peacock behind you that talks about being inspired to go into a kind of an energy like this, when you really want to shine, bright in yourself, and you're being inspired in your own way, Gemini, to look like the Queen of Pentacles energy in your life. You want to appear to be somebody who is in this energy of the Queen of Pentacles, who has everything, where people recognize her for her hard work, her hard labor, whatever that she has done in her life, that now she wants to be rewarded, where she has been a successful businesswoman, or she wants to start a new successful business venture, plus she has a home, a responsibility, maybe some of you will have kids to look after, or you want to give birth to children where you can manage both the end of the, both the world together. And you're being very, very inspired and drawn towards this energy in here, guys, is what more so I'm getting, because it's a realization that has hit you all of a sudden, right? Because of this disruption, deception, and patience and planning, it's kind of hit you that you have been way too long in a situation that hasn't given you back your result, really. Please talk to me about the disruption, deception, patience, and planning. And that's where they are telling you guys that you have to be very patient. Yeah, see, Knight of Pentacles. You have to be very patient to bring this energy in your forefront. You have to work towards this energy. You have to take your time. There is also a matter of divine timing in your case in here, guys, where you have to be very patient to give yourself plenty of time to calculate, evaluate, right? And you know this is also a part of the story, that this knight, out of all the knight in the tarot, is the knight who sticks on to their word, to their actions. They can take their time for sure, but at the same time, they are that knight. This knight is the only knight who reaches the finish line, right? So if you are trying to reach this energy in here, Gemini, you have to be very slow, patient with yourself, understanding yourself better, knowing what it is that you now need to reevaluate, to recalculate. Maybe money is also, because there is one pentacle here, there is one pentacle here, right? So you probably could be also, some of you could also be trying to prioritize your words, your actions. Some of you could also be trying to balance back your energy in the right way. You know, what is important to you, what is not important to you, what you need to keep, what you don't need to keep in your life anymore, what you might want to give away, what you might don't want, what you might not want for yourself anymore, right? So there could be a lot of balancing act that is required in your energy part of the story because of the challenges you have, guys, okay? So you have to be very, very careful. Take your time. Look into yourself very closely. Think, recalculate, reevaluate, and understand what it is that makes you, that what it is that will give you the right approach towards your situation, because you have to choose. You have to be very wise at this point in time, guys, with your movement, choices, and decisions. You have to be very, very wise with whatever decisions and choices and options you are making to embark on an adventure. You have to proceed very, very softly here. That is what they are telling you, Gemini. You have to proceed very softly. Please talk to me about cultivating prosperity and standing firm here, please. So you have to watch out for this energy, guys. You have to watch out for this energy, right? The Five of Wands in the reverse, okay. So what they are saying, guys, is that you have to give up fighting or be in competition with people, because of the Eight of Swords, because this is something that had been holding you in a lot of toxicity for some of you, where you have not been able to say what you have to say now. Right? You have not been able to say what you have to say because, like I said, it could be that some people over here in your life have been stopping you. They have been fighting for that piece of energy that you want to build for yourself. They had not been letting you move. They had been fighting. They had been stopping you from going towards your prosperity, right? Or it also could be that you had been stopping yourself, Gemini, from believing that you can actually create and build back this prosperity. So you have to give up fighting. You have to give up fighting in order to come to this point of building back and cultivating back your prosperity, when you have to take a decision to stand firm by your choices and options that you make in your life, right? When you will have to open up from all the negative and toxic energy that had been surrounding you. Because some of you guys, this is your energy, right, Gemini? That some of you guys have not been saying the right things, or you have not been declaring what is there in your head. It's a self sabotage, but internally you have been going around, and you have been getting hurt. You have not been liking this energy as well. But still, there is a self sabotage, a victimization of your own self. You have been holding yourself victim to something that you don't deserve in your life, right? And that is where they are telling you guys that you have to be very, very strong, very, very firm about your words, your actions, and that is where you have to take your time to reevaluate your life path right now, Gemini. It's very important for you. Please talk to me about the Queen of Pentacles energy here, because you're definitely being drawn towards this energy, guys. And also it could be, for some of you, it also could be that you are in love with somebody in this Queen of Pentacles energy. I'm also getting that. For whom you have a lot of feelings. You do definitely want to communicate, because you get the Eight of Wands energy, right? You definitely want to take action on this, or this person wants to communicate with you. It could be either way, right? But there could be a lot of back and forth communication between the two of you. Gemini is also what I'm getting. But you are definitely very, very drawn towards this energy of somebody in your life with whom you feel that you can really you can cultivate your prosperity, right? Somebody who is nurturing, loving, energetically vibrant, but at the same time very cool, very composed, right? They know what they are doing in their life. It's a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy for sure. But somebody who is connected with the earth, is very stable, is also what I'm getting. And you're very drawn to that energy. Or like I said, it could be getting into that energy you want to get into in order to take action on this energy, right? From your end. It can be anything for anybody, right? Let's look at the Knight of Pentacles here. But to me, it looks also, like I said, there are many scenarios in our general reading. So to me, it looks like that one of you is very drawn towards that energy, right? And you definitely want to communicate, or this person wants to communicate with you. It doesn't matter. But there is a lot of back and forth communication that needs to now happen in here, is also what I'm getting for some of you as well. Please talk to me about the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, the Hanged Man. Yeah, but there is a halt here. There is a halt from somebody at this point, right? Because somebody is thinking about this situation here, about how they can make this happen. Because, like I said, they have to be very firm and strong. And if it is you, Gemini, this is a Pisces energy, right? If it is you over here in this Hanged Man energy, you could have Pisces in your chart. You are definitely being suspended at this point. You're not probably talking, or you are stopping the other person from talking to you at this point in time, right? The other person definitely wants to hear from you, or definitely is expecting a call or a conversation from your end, or wants to call and wants to call and converse with you, but you are not reciprocating to that, right? You're not reciprocating to that because you have something else in your mind. You're taking your time here, Gemini, if that's you, right? You're taking your time. You are kind of suspending this kind of conversation right now. Yeah, you're suspending this kind of conversation right now because you are going through a period of transition here. That is a yin and yang energy, right? Where you're feeling sometimes very active, sometimes very passive, logical, sometimes very intuitive, right? This is a cycle of change, is what more so I'm getting from this energy here, guys, when you're going through a period of transition with regards to your understanding of how to resolve this kind of a situation. With the Five of Wands in the reverse, where there has been a lesson that has been learned at your end, Gemini. Where you had been fighting with people, maybe some of you had been arguing with people constantly, bickering with people. Some of you could have been having a lot of conflict of interest with other people, or others might be having a lot of conflict of interest with you. So you want to kind of end that battle here. You want to open up and tell the truth, right? You want to open up, stand in your power, tell the truth, and stop that fighting and arguing with whatever that situation is in your life towards your challenges, and that is what you're kind of more focused upon at this point in time, is more so what I'm getting in here, guys. Please talk to me about the Five of Wands here in the reverse. Yeah, there is a lot of, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, there is a family situation here, Gemini. There is a family situation that you want to end. There has been a lot of fight here with regards to money, with regards to inheritance, with regards to anything, that you have in your life, where you probably want to move away and start something brand new for yourself. But to do that, you have to be very, very strong, right? So there has been a fight in a family situation with regards to money, is more so what I'm getting, guys. When you have been silent, and this is where the epiphany has occurred, all of a sudden in your case, when you feel that, you haven't taken action on this situation, even though subconsciously you have known about this for a very long time, and yet you have been keeping quiet and letting those people do what they had wanted to do. Yeah, there is a family situation that you are more focused on at this point. That's why you're not communicating with anybody right now, maybe, is also more so what I'm getting, guys. You're taking your time, you're building up your logic and intuitive part is working, what you need to sacrifice, because some of you guys could also be even thinking of leaving your home, which means you have to sacrifice your part of the deal with whatever you have built in that Ten of Pentacles in here. Let's look at the Eight of Swords here. Please talk to me about the Eight of Swords, where possibly you have not taken action on this situation here. Eight of Swords. Yeah. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, and you're feeling stuck. You're feeling very insecure about your money here, guys. Wow. Yeah. You're feeling very insecure about your monetary part of the situation here, Gemini. And see the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Yeah. This is all about your money part of the story, is more so what I'm getting, Gemini. And that is where you're taking your time to understand what it is that you now need to do. Because this epiphany has kind of suddenly, come to the surface, where you're trying to hold on. You're not talking, maybe. You're quiet, but you're quietly trying to hide your stuff under covers. You're trying to control your investment, your money, because you're scared that these people will probably come and shoot forward and take what you have from you. You are protecting your money, right? Out of the 10, you have 4 here. So you're possibly leaving only 6 pentacles and you're holding on to the 4 pentacles you have for yourself, right? Which means that 6 pentacle is something that possibly others are fighting on for that part of the story. So you are quietly taking hold of what you have for yourself in here, Gemini, is what I'm getting, guys. Yeah, because you're not sure. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, Magician in the reverse, Emperor in the reverse, 2 of Wands in the reverse, Fool in the reverse, Four of Wands. Yeah, there is a family situation that you're trying to move out of, guys. You're trying to move out of and build something for yourself once again, but you're finding it very difficult in here. With the money part of this story, Gemini, is more so what I'm getting, guys, in here. Yeah. Oops. Okay. Yeah, that also possibly is what is attracting you, is that singular energy here that you really want to manifest for yourself, right? Enjoy what you have for yourself, really. Work towards that kind of a situation where you don't have to be dependent on anybody else to feed and clothe you, and that you can look after your own situation by yourself in here. Yeah, that also could be a part of this story here, Gemini. So that is why they are telling you that for you to fight the situation, you have to be in the Seven of Wand energy. You have to stand up for what you believe is right for you. Because the moment you cow down, the moment you give in to the other people or to the other situation, right, which you know that others have been taking things from you and you have got nothing left for yourself, and you're still sticking on to that situation, Gemini, is something that you have realized or you will be realizing very, very quickly here. Please talk to me about the Eight of Wands here. Yeah, and that is why you're not talking. You're perhaps not talking to these people here too. Gemini, you have just kept quiet, and you're letting them do what they have to do. You're just buying peace in that situation here for some of you. Please talk to me about the Eight of Wands here. Yeah, you're just buying peace in that situation where you're trying to protect what you have for yourself. Discovery, destiny. Yeah. See, you're kind of suddenly discovering what your destiny has in store for you now. You're trying to discover that. You're trying to discover what your destiny has in store for you by moving forward, right? By moving forward and taking action on this situation here, right? You want to know. You're curious. You want to know what your destiny has in store for you at this point in time, guys. And you're trying to be very patient about the situation here as well. You're trying to keep your patience in here as well, because you are taking your time for this patience and planning. You're taking your time to understand what it is and how it is with your money, with your emotions, with your material part of the story, what you now need to do in order to move, in order to have or manifest that change in your life. Yeah, that is what is happening in here for you, Gemini. Okay. Please talk to me about the Hanging Man. You're trying to be very patient at this point in time. You're not losing your cool. You're trying to keep your cool, looking at things from very different perspectives in life, right? You want to move forward, but you are still kind of, like I said, you're still waiting because you want to discover what your destiny has in store for you. But at the same time, you need a lot of patience, guys. You definitely need a lot of patience in your life at this point in time, Gemini. Because, see, recovery. Because it also could be that some of you guys are recovering from some kind of this epiphany, right, that has happened, could have shaken you up. Yeah, this epiphany could have shaken you up where you are, in isolation here, guys, that some of you have suddenly realized that a lot of things in your life that you haven't paid attention to before, maybe, or you, like I said, you have known, but you haven't really worked on that. So that epiphany all of a sudden has kind of totally created a tower moment in your life that you need to heal from as well. Remember, right? That tower moment has created a lot of mental shakeup is more so what I'm getting, guys. Lot of mental shakeup in your case, which is where you have suddenly stalled everything and you're taking time to recover from that situation and understand what it is that you now need to do in order to move forward. So you need a lot of patience in and planning to work for yourself. So this is a time, a little bit of healing, recovery from that area of your life that suddenly brought you down, kind of a situation where you kind of, wow, I didn't see that coming, right? I didn't see that coming. I was not even prepared for that. That kind of, it's more what I'm getting, guys, it's more of mental shakeup towards your own truth, of what you have not done for a very long time and what you should have done. This epiphany is the truth, right? But it's more of your own inner internal truth that is resurfacing or coming up on the surface. Because remember, I said there are a lot of things that is happening under the surface, which is your internal part of the story. A lot of things are happening under the surface where others are not being able to see that, but you know it is happening for yourself in here, Gemini, is more so what I'm getting. Let's look at the Ten of Pentacles here. Yeah, perseverance. You want to persevere something. You're looking at the situation here. Please talk to me about the Four of Pentacles. You're looking for guidance. Some of you guys could be even talking to your friend, your relative, anybody in your life, soulmate. Okay. Yeah. Some of you guys, yeah, where there has been a lot of deception. Wow. This energy just stunned me. Okay. So there is a soulmate energy in your life as well, Gemini, who is there willing to help you, but with whom there has been a lot of problem. Either you could have been playing wrong games with that person, or that person could have been deceiving you in some way, where this creation part of the story is new. It's a new creation, where the old needs to be released and the new needs to bring in a lot of joy in your life and abundance as well. Yeah, so there is a soulmate energy here, guys, with whom you want to build a happy long-term relationship here as well, and probably because of that, you are hanging on, you're feeling a little bit insecure because of this facade card in here, where you're not sure if that person can believe you or you can believe in that person. It can go either ways, Gemini, right? But there is a situation that has suddenly crumbled in front of you from where you're recovering. This disruption could be that facade, right? This disruption could be that facade, the tower that has been brought down upon by somebody in your life, where somebody has clearly told you the truth, or you have told the truth to somebody here, which has completely crumbled a faulty structure in your life. That is now the time to create and recreate a new situation where the old needs to be released. So this creation has to be towards the release of the old situation, in order to bring back this joy and happiness. And this is the challenge. They take time out from problems or conflicts, or approach softly to avoid making matters worse in here, right? A bountiful time awaits you. Your wishes could manifest right before your eyes, but you have to know what you are doing in here, Gemini, with this change, right? You're restless and in need of a change, and that is exactly what is coming your way. Could be a change of residence, partner, career, or job is on the cards. Some of you guys could be even thinking about leaving your old partnership behind, to move forward towards somebody you consider as your soulmate or twin flame or anything of that kind of a kindred partnership, anybody who is very close to your soul, somebody with whom you can talk, you can share your things, you love that person, you want to be a part of their life, right? You want to feel that bonding, you want to feel that beautiful friendship, and you want to be a part of that soulmate. You want to be a part of that tribe, Gemini, right? But for that, you are also very scared about your money part of the situation too. Because like I said, that's where universe is saying, if you want this, right? If you want this, guys, you have to be very firm, because definitely money is a part of your where money could be a part of this facade that you might have not let an old situation go because you felt that you would lose your money. Whoever it is, I'm talking to you, Gemini, or somebody who is close to you. Somebody who over here has not let that money part of the solution, the problem go, because they had been creating a facade because they wanted to protect their money, whoever it is in your life, right? And that is the reason there had been a lot of mistakes in the give and take. There had been a lot of mistakes in that give and take where equal reciprocity had not been there. Somebody had been very, very controlling and over possessive and had a domination over their money part of the story, where there had been a lot of tricks in here, guys. Lot of tricks, with the emperor in the reverse, it clearly talks about a distorted masculine figure, somebody who had not made a change in their life at all, had been acting very, very foolishly, right? Had been acting very foolish towards a situation of domestic part of the story, where their intentions now is to change the whole situation and recreate a new beginning for in their life in here, right? There is a lot of resentment here, right, which they are trying to equally balance, where there had been a lot of childish behavior, lot of pranks, lot of temper tantrum in here. As the king of wand in the reverse, somebody had failed to take action on this situation, which is where they are kind of surrendering the whole situation to move forward towards one another in here. So it could be you, Gemini, or it could be somebody in your life who had not done the right thing in this situation here, right? So, but this is the situation, guys. It will take a minute in here because there is a lot of recovery that is being conducted and being done. But at this point in time, their soulmate energy does exist. So two of you, both you guys, if you all are in a relationship, you all are still connected. That relationship has not been torn apart. But there is a lot of work, lot of challenges over here that needs to be worked on before the change in your situation does happen, Gemini. Okay, so enjoy this reading, guys. Until we see you, much love, take care, goodbye, and God bless.